Hi, Bala. So, in the
Yes,
earlier discussion, we discussed about the cloud security posture of the organization, how it should be, what kind of practices need to be followed
yes, sir.
to implement
Yes,
the cloud security posture. Okay,
yes, sir.
these are the activities and the relevant roles related to these activities. We discussed it. Now, let us
Yes,
go
sir.
through Azure perspective how these practices can be made,
Yes,
set up, and implemented.
yes,
So here Uh, this is the first thing. What is cloud security posture management in Azure? Cloud security posture management is a set of tools, practices designed to improve security of your cloud environments. In Azure, CSPM, it means Cloud Security Posture Management, helps you continuously monitor, identify, and address security risks across your cloud resources. So that is the purpose of that. So this person need to perform with extensive infrastructure knowledge and governance, compliance programs, all that involved to help to the
yes,
client.
sir.
Okay. Think of CSPM as a security guard for your cloud setup, just like a security guard watches over a building. CSPM watches over your cloud resources to ensure everything is safe and secure. It checks for vulnerabilities, compliance issues, misconfigurations, and help you fix them before they become serious problems. It means you are doing a protection. Okay.
Yes,
Preventive measures, you are applying it, you are doing protection completely for the infrastructure.
yes,
That is your
yes,
responsibility. CSM role person.
CSP.
How to use CSPM? Yeah, CSPM. Yes, sorry. So how to use CSPM in Azure? Enable Azure Security Center. This is Azure's built-in tool for CSPM. It helps you monitor your security posture and provides recommendations for improving it. It means there is a service separately, Azure Security Center. Okay. Then
Yeah.
configure security policies. Define the security policies that apply to your environment. These policies set the standards for security, such as requiring encryption or ensuring certain configurations. Whatever we discussed in the earlier session, all these need to be applied. Configuration of the security policies. Then continuous
Got it.
monitoring. Azure Security Center continuously monitors your resources against the defined policies. It checks for vulnerabilities, misconfigurations, and potential threats. So we discussed about these practices also for different tasks
Yes,
also. Okay.
yes,
Review security recommendations. Azure Security Center provides a list of recommendations based on its findings. These recommendations help you understand what needs to be fixed to improve your security posture. It means it is a kind of review and guide, that kind of process is involved in this security posture. Okay. Implement fixes. Follow the recommendations to address any security issues. This might involve changing configuration, applying patches, or enabling additional security features. See, example I discussed with you, 404 error is coming.
yes, sir.
There can
Yes,
be
sir.
several reasons. It gives the reasons also. It gives the recommendations, what to look into that, how to fix it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so with that, implementing fixes also need to be tracked by the tool. Okay, then compliance reporting is Azure Security Center helps you ensure compliance with various regulatory standards by providing detailed reports on your security posture. Basically, this compliance reporting is a periodic reporting. It will be giving at any time. If you want a report, it will give the report. Okay,
Yes, sir.
then next one is live use cases for implementing CSPM, okay, Cloud Security Posture Management in Azure, okay. Then protecting sensitive data. Healthcare company needs to ensure that patient data is secure and compliant with regulations like HIPAA. By
Yeah.
using Azure CSPM, they can continuously monitor their cloud environments for compliance, identity, configurations, and address them promptly to ensure patient data remains protected. This is very important in any top-notch hospitals, corporate hospitals. So they'll have all data in their network. with safeguarding safety principles, right? The same thing
Yeah.
use case can be used to implement for healthcare organizations by applying the HIPAA as a regulatory compliance program in Azure,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Then, security remote workforces. A tech company with a large remote workforces uses multiple cloud services. Yes, obviously. CSM helps them monitor and manage security across the air cloud resources, ensure that remote access points are secure and potential vulnerabilities are addressed before they can be exploited. So basically, what happens? You have VPN connectivity in laptop.
Yes.
Through that, you are
Yes.
going to connect your office network, which is on-premises environment.
Environment.
Then, when you connect to that, there will be a desktop icon will appear. You click on that, then it will appear all the allowed applications to you as per the security policies, as per your role.
Exactly.
Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
Right. So
Yes.
when you are connecting it, what happens? So you are connecting first to on premises. From on premises, you are connecting to the Azure resources.
Azure resources, site to site connectivity.
Yeah, that's correct. So all these things are going to be monitored by CSCPM. Also, external connectivities from where they are getting into the Azure platform, Azure infrastructure environment. Okay,
Yes.
maybe you have one cloud service. Now you need to connect to another cloud service through the VPN connectivity. Okay,
Yes.
VPN external connectivity. So there
Yes.
is a connection adapters available to connect
Um,
to the other clouds also. Okay,
yeah, virtual network
so
gateway, local network gateway type.
gateways, yes, virtual network
Yes.
gateways. So like peering, you need to connect to them external
Connect to
cloud
external.
peering.
External.
Uh, Right. Now you are connecting to that. Let us say Amazon e-commerce is there. You are buying online. Then it is going to connect to the gateway, payment gateway.
Yep.
That is another
Payment.
company. It is going to their cloud environment. Then it have filters. At the same time,
Yeah.
the CSPM is going to monitor that connectivity. Is it a valid
Yeah.
connectivity? Is it registered connection for us? Then it allows into the network, right? Cloud-led network, right? So that kind of things also applied it. Then preventing data breaches. As e-commerce platform processes a large volume of transactions daily, by implementing CSPM, they can monitor the environment for unusual activity, ensure that customer data is encrypted, and quickly respond to any security alerts to prevent data breaches. So this is the thing we
Yeah.
discussed about the e-commerce platform
Yes.
when you are
Yes.
connecting to the gateways,
Yes.
payment gateways, basically. So here also you can implement it, the this process CSPM. Okay,
Yes.
then regulatory compliance is a financial constitution institution must comply with stringent regulations like PCI DSS for handling payment information. Means while doing the payment information with gateways, they have some governance policies, regulatory governance policies that need to be implemented. CSPM helps them continuously assess their compliance statuses, providing detailed reports and recommendations to maintain and improve the security posture. Basically, what happens when you use this security center, CSPM center, it will have a particular setup. So, what kind of
Yes, sir.
regulatory policies you want to implement in your infrastructure? Then obviously it is going to look for that kind of non-compliances within your infrastructure, because if you take HIPAA has got policies that those policies are built in into this security center, CSPM center, right? Then
Yes.
it is going to apply those rules and audit that and give the gap analysis,
Yes.
right? That is the thing. So here I asked in the A prompt for a layman. I'm not going to put this as a layman. Let us see summary now. Okay. Sorry. So imagine you own a house, your cloud environment, and you want to keep it safe from burglars and other threats. Yes, you hire a security guard who constantly patrols your house. checking all the doors, windows, and systems to make sure everything is locked and secure. Yes, obviously, it is his duty. If the
Yes.
security guard finds an open window, a vulnerability, they immediately alert you and suggest you to fix it. Yes, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
by continuously monitoring and addressing potential threats, you can keep your house safe and secure. Similarly, CSPM in Azure helps keep your cloud services secure by continuously monitoring for vulnerabilities and providing recommendations to fix them. Okay, this is the thing. Now, you got its CSPM role, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, so now we have seen the use cases also, how to implement that. Then now we are going to see what is the threat protection in Azure. Threat protection in Azure involves a set of tools and services designed to protect your cloud resources from cyber threats. This includes detecting, preventing, and responding to security threats across your Azure environment. Basically, Azure has got multiple resources. In your infrastructure, you might have used some of them. So
Yes, sir.
we need to monitor about the threats for that environment. So let us say you have a private cloud, obviously. In private cloud, you have a database server in three-tier architecture. App server will be there in the middle server. That is also in the private server. Then public server, you have web server. Okay, that web server is going to connect to the internet. So the hacker can come and fiddle with that also. At the same time, once he enters into the network, he can destroy something in the backend database also. But that kind of things, when it is possible, if you are not following correct identity access management permissions, and if you are not following the network security policies, like what VNet in Azure, VNet is the name, right, for virtual network, right? In Azure. I'm asking a question.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Oh,
VNet
one second,
protection.
sir. Just joining from. Sir, 1 minute. I'm joining from rejoining the call. Just lost the network.
Okay, okay, okay. Right. Rejoin.
One second. Yeah.
Okay. Now, so basically, what happens? You will have to use multiple resources in the network. So all
Yes,
those
sir.
need to be monitored for threat protection purpose. Okay. So imagine threat
Yes,
protection
sir.
as a
Yeah.
security system for your cloud environment. Just like a home security system detects and alerts you to potential intruders, and threat protection in Azure detects, alerts, and helps
Yeah.
you respond to cyber threats. Basically, okay.
Yeah.
Then how to
Yes, sir.
use
So
threat
basically,
protection?
uh, uh,
Yeah, yeah, tell me.
yeah. I remember one
Yeah,
few
go
of the
ahead.
incidents actually regarding this threat protection. So wherein like we used
Hmm.
to like let's say if user is trying to access the database from locally, production database from locally. So we used to get a triggered alert stating that this user is trying to access
Hmm.
database which is not authorized kind of thing. So like
Hmm.
these kind of threats we used to get. Is that is what all
Yes.
about threat protection. Yeah, got it.
Yes. Yes. So there are so many ways we can protect the systems for multiple
Yep.
security purposes. So how to use threat protection in Azure? Basically, what happens here? threat protection is a process. We need to apply that. So how to use them
Yes,
in Azure? Enable Azure Defender. The Azure
yes, sir.
Unified Threat Protection Solution. It enables the security of your Azure resources, including virtual machines, databases, storage, and more. Right? Did
All
you use
the
this
all
Azure
the Azure services basically.
Defender?
Which one, sir? Yes, we
Sorry.
used it at the earlier organization.
Did you use it? This one, Defender.
Sure, Defender.
Are you
Um,
able to see my screen?
yes, I think so. Yeah, yeah, able to see your screens. I'm just thinking actually, like whether it's the right thing or not actually, because like Azure Defender for enable. Yes, we use this service, sir. We use the service. Yes,
But did you work with that
sir.
Defender?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. A few things we worked. A few things we worked on. Not all things we worked on.
Okay, so that is the one. Then configure threat protection policies. Set up security policies that define what needs to be protected and how. These policies guide Azure Defender in identifying and responding to threats, obviously. Then monitor alerts. Azure Defender continuously monitors your environment for threats. When it detects
Yes.
something suspicious, it generates alerts. That is the standard process for
Yes,
any
sir.
monitoring tools, right? You can
Yes.
view alerts in Azure Security Center. Okay, then investigate and respond. When an alert is generated, investigate the issue using the information provided by Azure Defender. This includes details about the threat, affected resources, and suggested actions. Okay, then fifth one is remediate threats. Follow the recommendations provided by Azure Defender to mitigate the threat. This might involve applying patches, blocking malicious IP addresses, or restoring compromised resources. It means the threats can come by any way, including adding a patch into the system or into the network with a vulnerability, something like that. It can block the IP address. Then what happened? 404 error will come, obviously. So the network guy will think, oh, configuration file has got wrong IP address. Let us check it. But it is a correct IP address. What happened? In the back end, it is running malicious patch. So that is going to be identified by security center, Azure security center, right? Right. Now, what are the live use cases for implementing threat protection in Azure? In this practice, threat protection practice, how to
Yep.
implement these practices we have seen in these 6 points. Now we are
Okay.
going to see what are the use cases to implement in live, where all you can use it. So protecting web applications. A company running a web application on Azure
Yeah.
wants to protect it from attacks like SQL,
SQL injections.
yeah, SQL injection and cross-site scripting. By using Azure Defender for app service, they can continuously monitor their web application for their threats and receive alerts if any are detected, allowing them to take immediate action to protect the data. It means this is the one use case. See, use
Yes, sir.
case means it need not be business application. These are the practices of the use cases
Yes,
in
sir.
live, because
Yes, sir.
security policies and procedures are need to be implemented under practices. For those practices, what are the use cases we are discussing here?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Got it? Right. Now, securing databases. An organization stores sensitive customer information in Azure SQL database. Azure Defender for SQL provides advanced threat protection, continuously monitoring the database for suspicious activities such as unusual logins or potential data breaches. If a threat is detected, the organization can quickly investigate and remediate the issue. So, for database protection, we are following this kind of practice. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then, protecting virtual machines. A tech startup uses virtual machines in Azure to host various applications. Azure Defender for several providers real-time threat protection for these VMs. It means they implemented the Azure Defender in the cloud. If a
Yes, sir.
VM is comprised of or at risk, Azure Defender alerts the startup's IT team enabling them to respond promptly and minimize potential damage. Okay, this is the one
Yes,
it
sir.
is going to happen.
Yes, sir.
Then responding to a ransomware. So a financial services company wants to protect its cloud infrastructure from ransomware attacks by enabling Azure Defender. They can detect early signs of ransomware activity such as unusual file access patterns. If an attack is detected, they can quickly isolate the affected resources and intimate recovery procedures to minimize the impact. See, when it is affected, what happens? Ransom attacks. Who is going to highlight here? CSPM.
Uh,
Am I right?
so it's like a threat modeling will highlight like if there is any attacks happened on our environment kind of thing,
Right.
sir.
Right. The
Yes.
CSM will make the alerts and
This
immediately can
Defender for
get the
Cloud
report.
will alert the all the
Yes.
relevant teams actually. Yeah.
Correct. Correct. But in the CSM, you need to see the report, latest report.
Yes, sir.
What is the
Yes, sir.
detail? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm taking away layman this one.
Yeah.
And
Got
here, okay. So imagine summarize. Imagine your cloud environment is like your home. To protect your home, you install a security system that include alarms, cameras, and
yeah.
sensors. The system constantly watches for intruders and alerts you if it detects the suspicious activity. You can then investigate and take action to keep your home safe. So how investigation is going to happen? The CSPM is going to handle that investigation and give the recommendations
Yes, sir.
for threats also, right? Similarly,
Yes.
threat protection in Azure is likely like this security system for our cloud environment. It continuously monitors for cyber threats, alerts you when it detects something suspicious, and provides you with the information and tools to respond and keep your resources safe. Whether it is
Yes, sir.
protecting a web application or securing databases or defending against ransomware, Azure's threat protection helps you safeguard your cloud assets effectively. That is the
Yes, sir.
purpose here.
Yeah.
So it means we are saying threat how to use threat protection in Azure. We saw the definitions of these things. Then after that, we saw the implement how it can be implemented, and also we saw how live practices can be used. It then
Used.
later
Yeah.
summary. Okay,
Yeah.
this layman I'm going to take out. Okay, now what is vulnerability management? So here let us see. Vulnerability management in Azure is the process of identifying, assessing, and mitigating security vulnerabilities in your cloud environment. It involves continuously scanning your systems, applications, and network for weaknesses that could be exploited by attackers. Once vulnerabilities are identified, they are prioritized and remediated to enhance the overall security posture of your Azure resources.
Yes, sir.
So there are so many vulnerabilities can be there. Okay, so we need to identify them. Then we need to take care of that. But in Azure Cloud, we have already ready-made process available. Think of vulnerability management as regularly checking your house for potential problems like leaks, weak spots that could let intruders in. By finding and fixing these issues can early, you can prevent bigger problems in the future. How to use vulnerability management in Azure we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, enable defender. Okay, then defender we saw that earlier. The same process will be there. Okay, how it works? It helps with vulnerability management. It provides advanced threat protection for your cloud workloads. Means whatever loads are coming from different users, it is going to monitor all the things.
All the things. Yeah.
Yeah, because loads means e-commerce site. If you take
Yeah.
in a season, festival season, so much rush will come,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Even
Yeah.
a new iPhone has come to market means so much rush will come. You know
There
that,
will
right?
be sales. Yeah.
They'll be eager to buy immediately before stock
Yeah.
is gone.
Yeah.
Okay. So continuous vulnerability scanning will happen. Set up vulnerability
Sh-
scanning for your virtual machines,
Yeah.
containers, and other resources.
Yeah.
Azure
So
Defender
like
uses.
yeah, if there is any unusual flow of traffic as well, it will like trigger an alert stating that from
Yes,
these
yes,
for this API, this many calls are
yes,
getting hit. This
yes.
much load of
See,
traffic is getting hit, kind of thing. I
correct.
remember that actually. Yeah.
Yes. See how you are going to use Defender in Windows to scan the local mission. The same way, it is
Yeah.
going to scan the virtual missions and containers and other resources.
Yeah.
Okay. Other
Yeah.
hidden resources will be there. In Azure, what happens when you create the web apps, by
Yeah.
default, it will have in the backend two-tier architecture. It means it is going to use VMs as servers also. Database is running automatically. But in the front end, we are going to connect to that particular endpoint only through the web apps, right? So in
Yes,
the
sir.
backend, the defender is going to take care to scan them also and give the report to CSPM dashboard. In the dashboard,
Yes,
you will
sir.
be seeing issue is with particular two-tier architecture database server. Then we need to see how to protect that. And
Exactly.
also, so also you need to take backups, periodical backups.
Prior backups
So,
everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. Or mirroring need to happen somewhere.
Yeah.
Database mirroring.
Yeah.
Right? Then third one is continuous monitoring. Regularly scan your resources for vulnerabilities. Azure Defender continuously monitors and provides real-time alerts when new vulnerabilities are detected. Obviously,
Yeah.
our laptops also will have a Defender enabled,
Defender.
right?
Yeah.
When something is coming, trying to attack our laptop, it hints alerts will come.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The same process is there, right?
Yes,
Review
sir.
vulnerability reports. Defender
Yes, sir.
provides detailed reports or identified vulnerabilities, including their severity and potential impact. Review these
Yes, sir.
reports to understand the risks. Then prioritize remediation. Prioritize vulnerabilities based on their severity and impact. Use the provided recommendations to remediate vulnerabilities. From where the provided recommendations will come? From CSPM.
CSPM.
Yeah, cloud security postal management,
Postal
right? That
management, like it, yeah, it will give all the proactive results, and we need to fix those things actually.
yes, this might involve applying patches, updating configurations, implementing additional security controls, obviously, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
next,
sir.
track and report progress. Use Azure Security Center to track the remediation progress and ensure that vulnerabilities are being addressed in a timely manner. Generate reports to show improvements in your security posture over time. That is the thing. Okay. Then what are the live use cases? Live use cases means it is not implementation, it is a kind of practices, basically, like you have seen earlier for uh, other practices, right?
Yes,
Threats,
sir.
the same way.
Yeah.
So, protecting financial data. A bank uses Azure to host its online banking platform. By implementing vulnerability management, they regularly scan their systems for vulnerabilities and quickly address by any issues. This helps
Yeah.
protection sensitive financial data from potential breaches. Then the second one is securing e-commerce platforms. An online retail company hosts the e-commerce platform on Azure with vulnerability management. They continuously scan their web applications and databases for vulnerabilities. This helps
Yes, sir.
prevent cyber attacks that could compromise customer information and disrupt their businesses. So this is the one actually. See, when you are sending some kind of calls to gateways, in the middle also the hacker can cut that and send that, redirect the money to another platform also. That is also possible, right?
Yes, sir.
So that kind of things also can
Like
become
injections kind of thing, like the
yeah,
middleman attacks and everything.
injection.
Middleman
And
attacks.
that guy is
Yeah.
the intruder actually, intruder.
Intruders,
So
like
when
they
he
do
comes for
middleman
that,
attacks. Yes.
yes, that is correct. Okay. Now, ensuring compliance. A healthcare provider uses Azure to store patient records. They need to comply with regulations like HIPAA, which require strict security measures. Vulnerability management helps them identify, fix weaknesses, ensuring compliance and protecting patient data.
Yes.
Next one is protecting intellectual property. A tech company develops software and stores its code repositories on Azure. By implementing, how they are going to store it? Code repositories are there in Azure through them.
DevOps, ADO, DevOps and
In DevOps, code repository processes are there. They can
GitHub,
create the code repositories and store there.
they store there.
Yeah. By implementing vulnerabilities management, they regularly scan their development environment for vulnerabilities, ensuring that their intellectual property is protected. So basically, what happens? Whatever infrastructure you are managing in Azure, everything can be attached to the CSPM.
Yes,
Then CSPM is applying all these practices as a whole,
yes,
right?
yes,
So this is the one. So what I would suggest at this point is you start preparing the slides. For other topics, we'll continue in the next session. We'll
sure, sir.
stop the recording at this point.
Okay, sir.
మీకు
So
ఎట్లా
I'll prepare